Hey y'all, how's everyone doing? Hello 2026. Wow, we are in 2026. Actually about 8, 9, no, what's today's date? The 11th or 11 days into 2026. And yeah, welcome or welcome back to the download Progression Not Perfection, where I take you along on the journey with the Lord and I speak about whatever the Holy Spirit downloads on my spirit to speak about. And yeah, it's hello 2026. We're here. We thank the Lord. This year, I pray that everyone walks through all open doors that the Lord has for them and that we don't miss out on our opportunities and at everything that He has for us in this season, that we run to it. We run to those open doors. And I just pray that the Lord just continues to do a pruning in us and just show us the way and guide our steps and all the things. So I'm just really elated about 2026 and everything that it has to offer. So yeah, it's just going to be a year of just, I don't know, it's just going to be unexplainable. I think the Lord is going to do a lot of moving and shaking in everyone's lives. And I can't wait to see how this year unfolds. I'm just really, really, really blessed and really in a good space. And I pray that the Lord has the same for you all. I pray that the Lord is showing up for you all as He's showing up for me, and that He just continues to He will continue to have His hand on all of our lives as He always does. So yeah, welcome back. We are here. This is the first journal entry of 2026, and I'm elated. But boy, oh God, I'm still a work in progress. I am definitely still a work in progress, and it is showing in my day to day. And I was just like, let me get on camera and tell on myself. So, a couple entries back, I spoke about just like patience and the fruit, that part of the fruit that I just need some work in that area. And the Lord has been like, Yesende, you need to calm down. You need to calm down. You need to be more patient. And it's just been showing up in different ways. For example, say if I'm on the road, right? And I'm driving, and there's a car in front of me that's going really slow, I'll get aggravated and I'll get irritated and I'll like bypass. And as I'm bypassing, I'm looking to see like, what's going on? Like, why are you driving so slow? And I turn over, it's like this elderly man or woman. And even if it's not, it's like Yesende, are you dying? Like, where are you going? You need to slow down. And there's just so many examples where the Lord is like convicting me, like, Yesende, please. And then immediately I'll be like, God, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'll apologize and I'll just be like, I really just need help with that, like that part. I need help. And I'll just like, can you please help me? Like, some people are just like oblivious to their convictions or oblivious to what's going on around, but I'm super, 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 super to infinity observing that everything that's going around with other people and everything that's going on with me, most importantly, right? I'm so like hyper, like I just know, and I'm just like, God, that wasn't right. Like, where are you going, Yesterday? Why can't you just calm down, relax, let the car, maybe, you could just go around, just but take time, just take time and slow it down. So he's really been convicting me, and I'm not one of those people that's just like, oh, I have it all together, like I'm just so perfect. No, that's just me. No, that's not just me. Impatience is not of me. Like, I don't want to be impatient like that. I want to change. Like, some people are just, that's just the way I am. I don't want to be impatient. Please, I need help. If you have any suggestions, please write them down below in the comments. Or how do I practice patience? I just was even asking the Lord to like walk me through different scenarios where I'm going to have to exercise patience. He was like, Yesende, you want patience, right? I said, yes, I want patience. He said, well, I'm going to put you in predicaments and situations where you have to exercise that muscle because it's almost like a muscle. I'm going to put you in situations where you're going to have to stop and pause because it's never that serious. Where are you going? Where are you going? You said, where are you going? Where are you in a rush to? And it's just like, no, that's not of him. So it's just a huge conviction in myself. And every time I get impatient, I get really upset with myself because I'm just like, Sunday. But the Lord, the enemy wants to keep you in that place of like condemnation. And it's just like, okay, Sunday, we got to fix this. We truly have to fix it. So I've been on this journey to just being more patient. And it's just like, here, the Bible has all the answers. So as we get into the Bible, I'm just like, okay, let me, like, I was just like thinking of stories, and I was just like, oh, the first story that came to mind was like Moses when he was leading the Israelites into the land of freedom, the land of milk and honey. He never got to saw it, but the Israelites, they did see it. But just how patient he had to be with the Israelites, right? How patient he had to be. 40 years. 40 years. A journey that was supposed to take a couple days took 40 years because why? Impatience, disobedience, all the things that they were doing that the Lord asked them not to do. That's what they were doing. And it's just like, I can only imagine how frustrated Moses was and how impatient he might have grown. So let's get into it. Let's see what Moses is talking about. So we're in Deuteronomy chapter 29, verses 2 through 9. I'm going to read from there. And to preface this reading, it's pretty much Moses talking to the Israelites as they're walking through, and just the provision that the Lord has always made for them, and like how they need to just relax because he's the same God yesterday, today, and forever. The same way he's provided for them in the past will be the same way that he continuously provides for them. So here's his speech to the Israelites. Let's see. Okay, so it reads, okay, now Moses called all Israel and said to them, you have seen all that the Lord did before your eyes in the land of Egypt, to Pharaoh, and to all his servants, and to all his land. The great trials which your eyes have seen, the signs, and those great wonders. Yet the Lord has not given you a heart to perceive, and eyes to hear, and ears to hear to this very day. And I have led you to 40 years in the wilderness. Your clothes have not been worn out on you, and your sandals have not been worn out on your feet. You have not eaten bread. You have not eaten bread, nor have you drunk wine or similar drink, that you may not know that I am the Lord your God. And when you came to this place, Sihon, king of Heshbon, and Og, king of Bashan, came out against us to battle, and we conquered them. We took their land and gave it as an inheritance to the Reubenites, to the Gadites, and to half of the tribe of Manasseh. Therefore, keep the words of this covenant and do them, that you may prosper in all that you do. Right? So this is his speech to the people of Israel. And he's like, I've been with you all for 40 years. You never lacked. You never not had. Where are you going? Be patient. We are going to get there. Most of our delay is because of y'all disobedience, not doing as I've asked you to do. And this speech is just highlighting all the things he's done for them, from defeat to conquer, defeat to conquer. Like they've defeated and they've conquered as the Lord has said, because he's not a Lord that lies. He never has lied. In all from Genesis to Revelation, nowhere has the Lord lied. He can't do that. That's not who he is. So I was just like, yeah, Moses, the patience. Give me the Moses type of patience, Lord. The patience that Moses exhibited to the Israelites for 40 years in the wilderness. How frustrated he must have been with them, how irritated he must have been with them, but he still remembered the promises and everything that the Lord told him he was going to do, and he did. So it's just like, where are you going? What are you rushing to? You need to slow down. You need to be patient, okay? Be patient. And even in Psalms, we have here, I think it's in David. David is it's a prayer of David. Gosh. I'm just thinking, guys, how like impatient I could be. And it's just like, we need to fix this. Because where are you going? Anywho, Psalm 86:15. Okay, Psalm 86:15. You need to calm down. You need to be patient. You're doing too much. Okay. All right. It reads Psalm 86, chapter 86, verse 15 reads, and this is David's prayer. But you, O Lord, are God, full of compassion and gracious, long suffering, which equates to patience, and abundant in mercy and truth. Again, but you, O Lord, and we're supposed to mirror what would Jesus do. This is who he is. He's compassionate and gracious. He's patient and abundant in mercy and truth. That's who he is. And if we're supposed to be mirroring that, all of that needs to come through in our behavior. Where are you going? Please just calm down. And then you turn around in traffic and it's an old man. The poor old 90-year-old man is driving. Yes, he's going to be slow. And that's okay. Where are you going? And if we speak about it, I spoke about this passage, I think, before in other entries, Galatians, just the fruit of the Spirit. When you think of fruit of the Spirit, it's one fruit. It's not multiple fruits. It's one fruit. So imagine, let me read the verse and then I'll give you just my thoughts on just as I was getting ready today. I was just like, Yasinde, like you need to be patient because it's a whole fruit and it's not just it's not a partial fruit. So let's get into it. Galatians chapter 5, verses 22. But the fruit, singular, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. In such there is no law. Okay? So you might have, maybe you have love, might be joyful, might be peaceful, kindness, goodness, faithfulness. You exhibit those characteristics, but you're not patient. Imagine, and this is a fruit. This is one fruit. This isn't multiple fruits. Imagine you get an apple and it's like a piece that's bitten off of it. You're not going to want that apple. You're not going to want that fruit because it has a piece that's bitten off. You're going to be like, whoa, that's weird. I want a whole fruit. I want a whole apple. So imagine patience. It all matters. It's a holistic framework. And it's a reflection of who the Lord is. So when you're not being patient, it's just that's not godlike. And the goal is to be more Christ-like. So as he convicts me, and I'm speaking to myself, it's just in those moments where you feel like you want to get impatient, what would Jesus do? Jesus probably wouldn't cut that person off or go around. Maybe he'll, go behind them for a little bit and then just get over and just kind of go about. But for the most part, you're not going to be, oh, he's taking so long. He's 89 or 90. Yes, he's probably driving a little slower, Sunday. Go around and keep it going. What are you being so impatient about? Or stay behind him. How about that? Stay behind him the whole duration. Okay? Maybe you'll be 5 or 10 minutes late to where you're going. Did you die? No, you didn't. You did not die. Whole fruit, everything, all of the characteristics, not just some of them, all of them. Work on that patience. Work on it. Because it's important. What would you say? Where are you going? What are you upset? What are you irritated? What? Hey, no. Calm down. Maybe I need to start doing calm down. I've done that a couple times though. I'll be like, calm down. When I feel myself getting a little bit impatient, calm down. And that's just a part of also being self-aware. I'm not one to lie to myself. I know when it's coming. And that's the good part. I know when I'm about to start getting a little bit impatient. So maybe it's just you need to calm down. Or it's just Jesus wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. And also give yourself some grace because at the end of the day, we're still human and living in this flesh. So as long as we're in this flesh, we're going to struggle with things. And this is just an area where I'm struggling with that I need to just really, and I don't even want to claim that I'm struggling. I'm getting better at it. How about that? I'm getting better and I'm going to do better. So yeah, that's really all I have to say is just I'm still kind of, I'm getting better at it, but it's still something that it's still a part of the fruit that the Lord is really, really exercising me. He's putting me in predicaments where I have to exercise that patience, and I'm going to try to do my best to just really adhere to the Lord and what he's telling me in those moments and just calm down. No one's dying. No one's dying. It's okay. It's okay. Just stop, pause, cool down, breathe. Breathe. That might be also a solution. Just breathe. Can you just breathe? Just breathe. Just breathe. So in those moments, maybe I just need to breathe and think about the Lord before I get impatient. Because after you do it, that's when you feel horrible. But if you think about the Lord, because you know what's about to happen. You're behind a car that's really slow. You're getting a little antsy. When that little what would Jesus do? He would chill out. He would chill out. But yeah, I just pray that this word reaches who it's supposed to reach. I pray that that this year is full of just, because the doors are open and then they're opening. So I just pray that we see the doors that the Lord is opening for us and that we run to them and that we get everything that he wants for us in this season and we don't miss it with disobedience and delay. We get everything. And I pray that he continues to convict us, because conviction is it's a part of the pruning process. The more conviction you feel, that's better. That's even better. That means that the Lord is working on you. So I just feel that I pray that everyone who is listening to this is blessed, and that the Lord continues to convict where he needs to convict, and that he continues to prune us, right? Because it's progression, not perfection. But the more we get closer to him, the more he shows us us. And one of my prayers is this year has been like, my main prayer has been like, Lord, show me how you view me. How do you see me? How do you, and he'll show you. He'll be like, yeah, daughter, I love you. But you know, you could be a little bit more patient. Calm down. You need to. Because at the end of the day, where are you going? I run this. You don't. He runs this. I don't. So at the end of the day, this is not even really he's in control. So I think the faster that we understand that, the more patient I probably will be. That's another solution. You don't run this. He does. So I pray this resonates with someone, and that we working on patience all 2026. And we work on this patient and we get it right. So he could say, well done, my daughter. Well done. Because that's my goal, is always for him to be like, well done. So yeah, until the next time we speak, God bless.